stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Cool. Good morning, everybody, and afternoon to some. Morning, babe. Meow. Come here, Meow Mouse. Come here. Meow Mouse, meow. Just leave her be. I let her sleep. All right. Good morning, everybody. Guess I should not use this stuff again, so got to get back to that. Otherwise, you can't hear me. So, well, it's Sunday. End of the weekend. End of the weekend. All right. If you are here, please say hello, whether you're watching live or the rewatch. It's fine with me. And of course, welcome to Trudging to, or the Daily Trudge, which is brought to you by Trudging Together. So, yippee-ki-yay. Ki-yo. Won't say the rest. I usually like to talk about something before we get started. That way it lets people get on and we get to interact a little bit, stuff like that. I've noticed a lot of times, and this isn't just alcoholics and addicts, but gosh, we've got to put those phones away when we are seeing other things going on. It is amazing how many times you see a video. Hi, Allie. You know, we pull out our cameras to show what's going on when we actually have a chance to be able to help somebody. I especially will not comment. If you take a picture from your driver's seat, I ain't going to comment on it. I ain't going to like it. Nothing. Should be driving. Okay? We don't need you pulling out your phones in dangerous situations just to tell us what's going on. Maybe try hanging up the phone and calling 911. Right? But we're so obsessed with, and then we put it online so people can judge it. We're too free thinking it's okay to be recording other people and their lives and putting it on the internet. Now, there's a lot of times these videos I see where somebody is on meth or something, and they're going, they have the crazies. That's hard for me to watch. I've never found it funny. All I can feel is the pain in that person's heart when I see somebody stumble. And I didn't get into the harder drugs, but I know what that's like. I know what it's like walking down the street, stumbling while everybody's laughing and making fun of you. I know that feeling. I've been there. That is because I walked to the liquor store. I never had a car. I never had my driver's license. And it's good to see you too, Allie. So today we're going to be talking about when the going gets rough. And, it doesn't matter how much time you have. You're going to have days where it's going to feel rough. You really are. Right? I do not care how much time you have in the program. Your problems and time don't go together. They will always they'll miss each other all the time. And now I could probably tell you about some of my problems, right? And they're, we don't, like, my wife and I are working with her aunt and uncle trying to find them a place, and we had them in and out of homes, and it's tough to do and bring all these people together. Then we got to find, nobody has good credit, so we got to find somebody to work with us. things like that, and that stuff takes up time. But my wife, and I'll tell you, my wife does most of that. What I do is, like, if she's gone for the weekend because she's over there helping them out, I do the laundry. That's usually her thing, but I go ahead and do it because it's Sunday or whatever, and I go ahead and do the laundry, and we back each other up that way, right? What she doesn't do is sit there and take pictures of me. Hey, look at that person struggling. Click, 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 click. I gotta get that on Facebook. And you could have helped them. Instead, you blew their anonymity. Wow, Paula. Good to see you. I caught Paula on a day that she isn't out there doing stuff. You've been on an adventure the last few months. It's good to see you, Paula. I love you, honey. I've got so many freaking friends out there. I love this, man. It's what I like about this. Some people, you know, it's just a joy when sometimes people pop on. Like today, it feels nice when people come on and say, "Hey, it's good to see you. Hey there," and people are like, "Good that it's good to see you." And they mean it. They mean it, because otherwise they wouldn't have clicked on here just to lie to me. I mean, that's all right. So this is actually in Bill's story, and I'm gonna read part of Bill's story. You know me, I do the lengthier part. Well, I'm gonna start at the top. My wife and I abandoned ourselves with enthusiasm to the idea of helping other alcoholics to the solution of their problems. It was fortunate, for my old business associates remained skeptical for a year and a half, during which I found little work. I was not too well at the time and was plagued by waves of self-pity and resentment. This sometimes nearly drove me back to drink, but I soon found that when all other measures failed, work with another alcoholic would save the day. And it just needs to be, it doesn't have to be something deep. It doesn't. It can just be a conversation like, how are you doing? Maybe just call somebody that that maybe you haven't talked to in a week or two or whatever, or however long, and just call them up and say, how are you? Because what happens when the phone rings? Somebody wants something. Am I right? I'm right. If the phone rings, somebody wants or needs something from me. That's usually the case. So just think, oh man, Dion's calling. I think I'm going to pick this up because something's probably going on. And nope, nothing's going on. I just wanted to see how you were doing. You were on my mind. I do that quite often. I usually send texts to people first, so I'm not interrupting their day. All right. Many times I have gone to my old hospital in despair. On talking to men there, I would be amazingly lifted up and set on my feet. It is a design for living that works in rough going. It works in all situations, good, bad, or indifferent. So what ensures immunity from drinking? Intensive work with other alcoholics. Intensive. See that? But there's a lot of deep stuff there. Right? Nothing so much ensures immunity from drinking as intensive work with other alcoholics. Period. Okay? Now, Bill had been sober for a little time here, and that's all he was doing was 12-step work, and these people they weren't making it. Okay? What he didn't realize what he was doing at the time was planting a seed, because some of these people would come back. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Oh, that was sudden. We commenced to make many fast friends and fellowship and a fellowship has grown up among us, which is a wonderful thing to feel a part of. The joy of living we really have, even under pressure and difficulty. I've seen hundreds of families set their feet in the path that really goes somewhere. I've seen the most impossible domestic situations righted, feuds and bitterness of all sorts wiped out. I've seen men come out of asylums and resume a vital place in their lives, of their families and communities. These are things that we do and witness all the time. This happens on a daily basis in my life now because I see so many people and talk to a lot of different people. I hit a lot of different Zoom meetings. I go to a lot of different stuff. I have my voice be heard. I have a home group. Well, I have. I'm. I'm. I like my home group, but it's time for me to move on. So I gotta. Things just aren't. They aren't. You know, guys know how it is. They aren't hitting for me. Doesn't mean the meeting's bad. There's nothing wrong with it. Um, it's just I feel I can do more. So, and I do, and that's kind of bothering me. And my home group isn't in Aurora, and Aurora is my area, and my heart keeps telling me, Dion, Aurora needs your help. Aurora needs your help. So, business and professional men have regained their standing. There's scarcely any form of trouble and misery which has not been overcome among us. In one Western cities and its environs, there are 1,000 of us and our families. We meet frequently so that newcomers may find the fellowship that they seek. At these informal gatherings, one may often see from 500 to 200 persons. We are growing in number and power. Um, Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing, and yes, I am doing a lot of good work in Aurora. I will definitely take that compliment. But then I will add that there's a lot of people working with me. So now it says here that these gatherings, 500 or 50 to 200 people, I ain't seeing that. And that's why you guys hear me get upset a lot. That's why I went back to work at Detox. This is why. Okay? Because our rooms are small. And I talked to Aurora Mental Health about this. I said our AA rooms are small. And I know that's because of Detox. And they said, yes, it is. See, we needed the right people. Right? It's a we program, and we take credit. That's what I like. I like the camaraderie. I don't really want to. I don't want to take credit. I just want to be a part of a team that has the camaraderie while we're doing this. That's what I want. I'll be honest about it. So I'm trying what I want to do, what I'm doing. See how I went through that? Because I got to remember I'm doing it. It isn't in the works anymore. It's been in the works for so long. It's what I'm used to. Now it's actually happening. So that is really cool. Aurora, so lucky to have you. Keep it up. You're such an Aw, thank you. So, an alcoholic in his cups is an unlovely creature. We are. It's. I apologize for the noise upstairs. We're finishing putting in our counter and sink and stuff. It looks really nice. It was a nice improvement. We got a marble countertop now. God, I must be getting older because that stuff is making me happy. All right, an alcoholic in his cups is an unlovely creature. Our struggles with them are variously strenuous, comic, and tragic. One poor Jap committed suicide in my home. He could not or would not see our way of life. There is, however, a vast fun about it all. We do. We have a lot of fun, guys. I suppose some of us would be shocked at our seeming worldliness and levity, but just underneath it, there's a deadly earnestness. Faith has to work 24 hours a day in and through us, or we perish. Most of us feel we need no longer to look further for utopia. That's a bold statement and very true. I don't think that he would make that statement unless he felt it was 100% true. Okay? Utopia is bliss, it's perfection. So I don't know. Okay? Utopia is like a dream world. It'd be like Fantasy Island. Welcome to Fantasy Island. Been a while since I've done that one. It was way off. So, um, we have it right here with us, here and now. So what they're saying is life isn't perfect. It's perfect the way things are. That's what they're saying. We have uh we have it right here with here and now. Right now it's happening actually. Each day, my friend's simple talk in our kitchen multiplies itself into a widening circle of peace on earth and goodwill to men. That widening circle, that talk that he had made this happen. It made all of your recoveries happen. That is how you are a part of the big book. Did you know that your experience wrote this book? Did you know that? It was your experience too, just like theirs. Isn't that cool? I think it is. Hi, Patricia. It's good to see you. That's Patricia B. All right. When I came to AA, I realized that AA worked wonderfully to help keep me sober, but it couldn't work on real life problems not concerning with drink. Well, they only cover alcohol in the first chapter, really. So I had my doubts. After being sober for more than 2 years, I got my answer. 2 years? Ouch. That must have been a long 2 years knuckling it. I have never dry drunked. No. I was either drunk or in recovery. I wouldn't do dry drunk. No way. After being sober for more than 2 years, I got my answer. I lost my job, developed physical problems. My diabetic father lost a leg, and someone I loved left me for another. And all this happened during a 2 week period. Reality crashed in, yet AA was there to support, comfort, and strengthen me. The principles I had learned during my early days of sobriety became a mainstay for my life. For not only did I come through, but I never stopped being able to help newcomers. AA taught me not to be overwhelmed, but rather to accept and understand my life as it unfolded. Sorry, there several things went through my mind and I lost them all. And considering I had just opened this up and read, I don't even know where I was at. So there were a couple of things that were in there. Gosh darn it. Anyway, let's move on. If it comes back up, it'll come back up. Thanks, Paula. So, that's okay. I got it. Woo! I remembered. Yay! So, when it comes to the big tough things, I think it's easier for us to stay sober. I do. When we're like, you know what, I can do it. That's when our perseverance pops up. Oh, something bad's going on in my life. Watch how I handle this, right? And you do it right. Yeah, sure you do. You've been taught the right things and it feels good to do it the right way and things like that. It's the little things. I talked about this the other day. It's the happy things. Those are the things that'll get you. The little itty bitty small things. The little ones. I can handle death. That's easy to stay sober through. I just won $1 million. Not as easy. Not as easy. I know I'm what ifing that, but it's something good. I want you to think about this, especially if you're newer. Something really exciting just happened to you. What's your brain telling you to do? To go and party. You're like, we're going to party till 1990. Wait a minute. We don't drink anymore. We can't party. Yes, you can. You can still party without alcohol. Yeah, you do that? Talk to your friends. Talk to and talk to your friends. Don't go out there and tell people in meetings, right? Like the other day, I was telling a couple people that are not in the business that I got this job. And I told them I'm going to be starting August 15th and it's $15 an hour. And they cut it down right immediately. And I was ready to just tear fucking through them. So be careful on who you share your good news with because not everybody understands. See, they think it's about the $15. I don't give a fuck about the pay. And I told them that. They were like digging. I'm like, I have no more experience that I can prove to you. Let's just get this done and we'll figure it out later. Seriously. I don't need to make that much money. I'm not after this for money. If I was after it for money, I would have gotten a job 2 years ago. No. It's just, I'm going to do this because now that I have an entity backing me, I can help more people. It was the whole point. It was the whole reason I went to work there. It wasn't so I could come on and tell everybody, oh, look what I'm doing for $15 an hour. That's not very cool. So, amen, Paula. Amen. Hey. I find myself, I find me to be a successful person. I have successful relationships. I have a great relationship with my higher power. I go to meetings, I help people out. I do a ton of service work. That's really helped me. Find your thing and do it. Just do a ton of service work. Why not? Why not? I found that we're talking about it. Service work gets me through everything. Like, yay, really exciting. Good for Dion. Go help another person. Go help another person. I was talking to my sponsee yesterday. He's like, I'm feeling this way. My ex is getting to me. That's what it was. My ex is getting to me. And I wrote him, I said, go to a meeting and help another person. And I said, go to a meeting. And he said, I just got out of one. And I said, well, then go to another one or stay at the club and help somebody out. And he wrote back, he said, thank you. You're right. See, sometimes it's all we need. And he did the right thing. He reached out to his sponsor because I give a fuck what happens to him. I'm invested in his recovery. I want this guy to make it. And he's doing a very good job. And I told him that I would go to any length with him to help him do it. And I will. I will. He meets me halfway. You guys like, this is my Gryffindor cup. Did you guys know that I am a geek? Did you know? I am. I'm a geek. I love Star Wars. Well, I guess with my shirts, you could tell, huh? How about this Jason Mraz shirt I'm wearing? It was the last concert I went to. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was the last concert I went to drunk. Jason Mraz. I almost got kicked out. But instead of getting kicked out, we ended up at fourth row. Oh, God. Yeah. I don't think I want to talk about that. So, all right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. You're going to find that some days are a little bit harder. Okay. And some days are a little bit easier. But after a while, your day, so in the beginning, it's going to kind of feel like this. Okay. And then once you get a little bit of time in the program, it's going to feel more like this. Okay. After a little bit, it's just going to be It's not going to be a straight line. It's going to have a little, just a little bit. Wink, 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 wink. That is balance. We are seeking balance. Okay. That's where it's at. It was good to see you too, Paula. Thank you for being here. Looks like we also had Patricia. I couldn't see everybody else. I couldn't see everybody's name. And Allie. So thank you all for being here. It was good to have you. I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, I should be able to do the Daily Trudge tomorrow. I will be back tomorrow for Daily Trudge. I love you guys. Peace out and have a day.